Yeah. Now, um, so I brought up this topic, but it's Raphael 7, baby. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, Bear Compass. You know, so Munchie B got arrested, and so that's why I threw out the topic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't really watch No Jumper, but I watch No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at every episode like I'm pointing shoes and I know what's really, really going on. A lot of times, I'll be privy to something that happened on No Jumper was good. Nothing like the BayAreaCompass or um, I watch No Jumper because of a blog bringing some shit up, maybe like wigs or or something like that. Now, a lot of this, a lot of these people on these platforms, bruh, be acting like they know what they talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll lead you to believe because they probably got some jewelry with some moissanite or maybe some real diamonds or whatever, and they look the part of what some, but they don't know what they doing. None of these people know what they doing and know what they talking about. A lot of these people hella arrogant, bruh. Arrogant with life, arrogant with what they say, what they do, and then it get views. So then in turn, people think it's reality, but it ain't reality, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's not reality. You feel me? Uh, I don't even really find it truly entertaining. You know what I mean? I don't really find it entertaining what they be doing. I don't find it, you know, and it's misleading. It's hella misleading. So, uh, I don't know how these fools keep going on these podcasts. Munchie B, who else on No Jumper, but a lot of motherfuckers. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Mm, and they don't really know. And then this my whole thing though, on a real note, a life like life real, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You lose people. Uh, you gotta stand tall through life, and life ain't like the same for everybody. Some people got money that could adapt to situations a little bit better. But it showed me how desperate y'all are on No Jumper because what is Adam paying y'all? I think the most somebody probably getting paid is $4,000 a month to keep putting themselves in crazy ass situations for them or all this stuff, and it don't yield y'all no, y'all ain't yielding nothing outside of No Jumper to make it worth it, or in a lot of platforms or on these platforms, if you got your own platform, you saying hella shit or you doing hella shit, but then you gotta go in hiding or you gotta be inconspicuous and stuff like that. You can't move like a man. You know what I'm saying? And that lets you know all that shit fake too. Like shit, nigga. Like if you get money and you still can't move around and you feel you start get you scared now, like that's some fake shit. You ain't even, like one thing. The streets is gladiator school, bruh, and it's meant for you to crash if you on that type of time. So the internet make y'all think that ain't what it's supposed to be. When you really hear any like old school person talking on there, like on like platforms, and what they gonna tell you most of the time is they go was to go to prison to be like the OGs and shit, getting out. So I'm not saying that was smart, that was right, that was what I'm saying is the mentality wasn't to be seen like on that level, like motherfucker do something back when there wasn't so many cameras and in the internet. It was really for self pride. It wasn't to get noticed or to gain any recognition off. Like if you wasn't known where you from, then you wasn't really nobody anyway. So uh, now the internet full people. Uh, And there always been hella dumb people. There's always been hella dumb niggas that really looking for some attention rather than um, having a purpose to what you're doing, having a mindset. And you're not real if you're not trying to realistically. You're not real unless you're trying to if you're not trying to realistically do some great or productive. You're not real to me. To me, I'm just saying, I'm in this Bay Area compass, but it's Raphael perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I might be wrong and I might be off, but I just feel like shit. I already lost the love out of this shit to be like animated and to be like this shit boring to me because I wouldn't outside of the internet I wouldn't hang out with nobody on the internet like that. Everybody goofy to me like Munchie B, all the niggas goofy to me. Like to me they goofy. Um, they do they shit and whatever the case may be. Uh, but y'all get berated for like the best $1,000 a week. Like, I mean, and y'all ain't really gaining nothing off it, and y'all still all look hella lame. You feel me? Like, at least on here, if I look anything, it's based upon who I am as an individual, bruh. You see what I'm saying? It's me. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm lame, right? But I'm not allowing somebody to make me look lame. I'm not allowing somebody to put me in a situation where I feel like, damn, I gotta bring a gun up here to do this. Like, or I'm not, I have to say so much for me to keep this position that I'm at. And that's the problem is the main thing is if you don't build a persona yourself, if you don't build you don't build your name on your own, then you always gonna have to be subjected to somebody using you or this or that. You see what I'm saying? And if you ain't willing to better your situation the correct way, you just a dumbass, bro. So everybody on no jumper, hella lame. This is the reason too. If Adam 22 was black, he wouldn't even be able to do that podcast there. He would and these niggas go, he's a civilian, but true he ain't a gang member, he ain't a street dude or nothing like that. But the man puts out y'all go on this platform, y'all say the retardedest shit you could say on there. You answer this man questions, knowing no, the police. He ain't the police, nigga. It's the internet. Anybody can watch all of this shit. So how people keep blaming these people to be the police when you telling on yourself mainly. You know what I'm saying? You let Munchie B, you get caught with that. With Brick Baby, same shit. But y'all say all this shit. Y'all threatening people on there. Y'all do all this shit and expect like, what are you expecting? I don't even get y'all perspective. I don't even understand y'all perspective. We I think much different. I don't care what y'all niggas think. First off, if y'all think, okay, I could run up and whatever. I mean, shit, man. Hey, you gonna find out. You gonna find out if it's true, whatever. But I'm not gonna sit on here and be like, this is what I did in my past. And I got many stories and many things, but it only draws a certain type of attention. And then still, what's gonna happen, man? I didn't have videos on here that got a bunch of views. It never made me more famous or it didn't do that. So if it's not doing that for you, why are you gonna put your real life uh like the shit you really gotta do in jeopardy to be like some internet motherfucker making three even 8,000, bro? You can go to a real job and make $8,000 without a high school diploma, nothing. You could go do something else without putting yourself that so uh they saying that Munchie B came bail out of jail. He got caught with two guns. You damn near at least legally blind. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what I mean? Like why put yourself in those predicaments because you trying to hold on to something? What you trying to hold on to? That's one thing in life. The older you get, motherfuckers fail because they try to hold on to the wrong things. right? You keep trying to hold on to this or that, but it doesn't yield you no value. So no jumper, I got no problem with no jumper. Everybody on the internet talk, troll, whatever. I just be looking at people like I don't have no problem with them. I just be looking at them like, nah, man, them ain't my type of people. Them not my. So people are that people that troll the internet ain't my type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not my shit. You know what I mean? Like people that talk about people dead relatives or like just be. I don't want to be around y'all niggas. I don't. Shit, that's what value I get out of becoming a target in the worst ways because of association with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And at a certain age, if you letting another grown man put you in a situation of danger and you don't really know that motherfucker, uh, that's hella. You not a grown man. And I was watching I don't know but it was talking about 4Extra not coming. I think it was Flacco little shit. But Flacco was talking about like how 4Extra felt like him and Adam was friends, and that's why he don't want to go back on the show because he brought people up there that was making fun of him. Which I could understand that sentiment. That's a fair sentiment too. Like, nah, bro, you did all of that. You brought these people up here making fun of a life changing situation. Uh, I would have felt kind of the same way, but at the same time, you gave the man too much credit because also he showed like, damn, you talking about like Adam like he your best friend, and he didn't fucked over all these niggas. So it's just like what people they perception and shit is just so off, and then a lot of times when people perception that much off, you can't tell them no common sense or no like good sense because they looking for the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? They looking for the wrong shit, bruh. And at the end of the day, I might not ever reach the status or plateau that a lot of people might reach on this internet shit. But at the same time, I'm like Frank Sinatra. I did it my way, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I did it my way. And I was okay with that because my way wasn't assassinating people. My way wasn't trying to climb, bury somebody so I can climb up. Nigga, I let these songs, nigga, whatever. It's whatever, bruh. You feel me? It gotta be like that for me particularly, cause if I do make it, I don't want to have the second question. Well, this person did this for me, and that person did that for me, and da 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 da, or feel like I owe hella people or nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I fuck with motherfuckers, we fuck with each other. No, like you know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, you fuck with me. You look out for me, I look out for you. But I won't. You gotta be selective too. You gotta be selective in life. So when I talk about certain shit, I'm kind of talking about everything too. You gotta be selective, bruh. Uh, I was listening to this shit, right? It was talking about. I was listening to a preacher, right? And he was talking about David and the king. What's his name? Some, but David had worked for the king, and did all he did everything for the king. You know what I'm saying? But David beat Goliath, right? And the king couldn't handle that. So no matter what David did for bruh, the king still wanted his helmet. You see what I'm saying? And then the king wanted his helmet so bad that he tried to get his helmet and ended up losing his helmet. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's kind of what we be dealing with in today's day and time. I think if you break down, like you don't ever have to believe in certain things, but if you break down the meaning of things, it'll guide you in life with some of these things that, hey, life is life, bro. It don't change that much. People feelings don't change that much. Things like this the nature of men. So, um, you really should be diligent with your life, especially at a certain point in time when you're young. You're gonna take it for granted, take advantage of certain elements. But once you start understanding this shit, Munchie B and all these grown ass 30-year-olds on there, on these shows, and Sadie Nash with his, you know what I mean, all these bloggers and shit, dude, and rappers, really, all of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all putting all this bad energy out there, bad juju, and it ain't even real. It's like it's not real. You see what I'm saying? And it's real only because that's how y'all niggas think, but it ain't real. Like, well, it doesn't yield any value to to our existence. None of this shit really yield value to it, nigga. Like I told this girl the other day, I don't wear jewelry. I had diamonds and shit before I was even 18, off my hustle, just like a lot of young niggas, right? I always kind of lost my jewelry because I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how it fell on me and shit like that. But uh, like that's a girl's best friend, man. I don't see myself needing that type of shit because it's just not what I value no more. And the only reason why I would get like a diamond chain or something like that is to impress somebody else. I don't give a fuck. It would only be to impress you. 'Cause I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What I care about these days, man, is bettering myself and finding out, like, fuck I came here for. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I here? You know what I'm saying? And what could I do to leave my mark on this world? You know what I'm saying? One thing to make it a better place, right? Or try or whatever, or leave my mark in. Like, I want to be revered. My homie, right? Man, my homies, and they was on the news and all this shit, man. I just don't be liking to express their story too much. Because, you know what I'm saying? But, nigga, they ran in a bank or whatever, did all this shit, took hostages, whatever the case may be, end up losing their life, right? And the niggas had kids, boys, and when you think about certain shit, man, people kids become their daddies, and shit, you know what I'm saying, or their mamas and shit. What they see. Now I know them niggas from the sandbox. I know that they didn't want to leave that by knowing them for reals and wholeheartedly knowing them. You see what I'm saying? Like that's not what the image or the perspective that wasn't the last perspective you wanted your people to have of you. You see what I'm saying? Or the last like memory. You see what I'm saying? So those things are of value to me because once I'm gone and I can't contribute to life physically, I hope some of this shit resonates or stays here, and be looked at as how I tried to deliver it. Because this shit is short, and life is short, and life, you can bring value to this shit for your peoples, for yourself. And if you're a man, you should. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I didn't did enough in my life to already like be over that, or like, I already did that enough. So I don't need it as much no more. I don't need it at all no more. And I'm on to different things. You see what I'm saying? Trying to advance where where I could be, who I could be. And I don't value the same shit. So I don't have to chase that shit. What I value for me, family, stability for my family, love. Uh, I need money, but I'm not willing to alter who I am no more. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get over on people and shit like that to accommodate that shit. So when you see people on no jumper, stop selling yourself short. Stop selling yourself. Uh, Stop minimizing yourself. Y'all niggas minimize yourself. That's why I don't even. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't care how nobody feel about my words and my feelings. So people might be offended because they might be affiliated, but that shit is childish. I don't give a fuck about it. The streets, the gangs, and shit like that. That shit limits you. And niggas always talk about white people, black people always talk about, or people in a black. No, nigga, take accountability, nigga. Yeah, I was raised fucked up, but I don't give a fuck what another man think enough to not be able to change my mind or change my moves, change my perspective. I don't got no big homies. I ain't no. Baby Low, Tiny Low. I'm not none of that, nigga. I'm Raphael, nigga. What my what my creator named me. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't care because who am I trying to impress? What is impressing you on here in person gonna do for me internally? What is it gonna do? So just be yourself. Hopefully my authenticity and my honesty about how I think resonate with people and they like me for who I am, not this image I'm trying to build. A lot of people stay in that image and they become that rather than what they truly feel. You think a motherfucker want to be in jail? I've been in jail. All I could think about while I was in jail, like, why didn't I go left instead of right? I went right, and now and I'm pointing left, but I went this way, and now I gotta deal with all of this stuff, and it wasn't worth it. Now I gotta lose all I want to work for. All like that shit is a reality. Like so, to tell me that gang banging is the shit, nigga, nah, man. I don't. I like. So when people, I'll tell the kids the truth, like nigga, nah. But I know the realities of this shit too, though. That this life and this how we've been raised and manipulated. So that's what's going to resonate more. You know what I'm saying? Is the manipulation, the colonization of one's mind, the minimization of one's mind, to tell you a vision, to tell you a story, propaganda, manipulation, Machiavellianism. You know what I'm saying? Where people see these things, they not playing with these same emotions or same thought patterns, so they know if they know your thought pattern and they know your emotional chords and things of this nature, they know how to invoke answers, reactions, and different things of that out of you. And it's hard to stay aware of one's being. One thing caught up in this rat, this hamster wheel that these people do give us. They monetize. They monopolize everything. But I'm trying to say where people understand on the internet. Um, Once we're in this system of economics, we're in their system. So if you're relying on them to feed yourself, you're gonna listen to them and comply to some of the stuff they talking about. And you can see that in jail. Somebody, an inmate in jail, will stab up everybody in that joint, nigga, for a couple noodles, right? But they ain't mad at the CEOs. They like, oh, it's their job to be an asshole to me and make me bend over, and because they try to make sure I didn't smoke on no shit or whatever the case may be. I'm being a little bit dramatic, right? But we'll go through those extremes to listen to these motherfuckers, right? Because of this image we trying to paint that they put us in. Niggas worship the projects, but they don't ever listen to they don't ever dissect the word. So what you telling me, you put me here, or you tried to sway my people here or these people here to for a project, to analyze what, to for what reasons. uh Look at certain shits, man. There's powers in words, man. Words are spells. That's why we call them spelling words. So when people are casting spells on you by these spelling words, right, uh you dumb. If you tell a baby they dumb from when they even probably in the womb, hey, you talk to the mama in the stomach, the baby in this, hey, you gonna be a dumb little motherfucker. That motherfucker probably gonna be dumb, bruh, because you didn't manifest it and it grown into that person. So sometimes if you aware of this shit, bruh, I always been the same person, but I'm aware of some of the things that I cannot value about myself or utilize about myself. So in turn, I work on it. Not saying I'm perfect at it. I say I work on it to manifest what I'm truly trying to become, and that's divine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to. I don't give a fuck no more, and that was for my mental health and my spiritual health and my health physically, because all of that, my mental and spiritual reflects my physical health. So I couldn't be the loser I once was no more. Now I got less finances at times, but I got more of me. You know what I'm saying? And when I start worrying about they shit, I start worrying about my shit, cause this is my temple. This the only thing I own in this bitch. For real, for reals. And this the only thing that I'ma take is me. You know what I'm saying? When this shit over, this the only thing I'ma take. So all the friendships, the shit I obtain, that shit don't matter. So I want to take me with me when this, this shell is at its end. I don't know what that means because ain't nobody passed away and came back and said this how it is. Jesus, that's what they say, but we wasn't here. Whatever the case may be. So based upon what we know and what we can see and we actually can fathom, there's something inside of this shell, which is me, but this shell is me too. But when this shell cannot take no more, where does this consciousness go? We don't know that. So in turn, I rather value that than value some shit that don't even. But you should. Don't get me wrong. You should strive financially, economically, um, to better your existence. Although I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't intending to do that. But at the same token, hopefully it brings me to a higher being of myself. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I'm gonna get economics, I got economics before it brought me to a lower vibration of myself. So or finances. And I refuse to be at that low vibration anymore because it brings me no value, it brings me no satisfaction. I don't enjoy it. If I was to go do what I was doing in my teenage years, I wouldn't find it enjoyable no more. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's probably some shit. I like this sports. Okay, if I go play some ball at the basketball courts, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. But certain things I was doing that brought me to a low vibration when I was younger, and not understanding that low vibration that was bringing me to, I wouldn't enjoy today because I'm conscious of that person. I'm conscious of those things that I was projecting, and that's like I feel like I ain't had nobody show me or tell me how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I had the streets show me how to be a, you know what I mean? But like, as far as like a upbringing of a man instilling values in me, I never had that. So I had to create a value system with the things I was around. And once I was able to create that value system, I excluded the values that did nothing for me in life. Now I'm a goofy motherfucker. I feel like I'm not a comedian, but I'm a goofy motherfucker. So sometimes I get on here, I get to joking because I don't know, can y'all handle certain perspectives or whatever? So boom, okay, if you could, man, it's rock, it's grow together, it's lock in together. But you know, I was tired of minimizing myself on here too. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm like, I could be whatever I want to be. You can manifest whoever you want to be. But I say be true to yourself, cause you won't find value in not. You're gonna regret not being true to yourself. So when you look at people on Jumper, all you see is a bunch of unhappy individuals uh, trying to project some level of false joy when I'm really looking at it, because I'm analyzing what you saying, your body language. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why you doing? I like Jaleese, and Jaleese, she don't really say nothing on there, but I'm thinking why she don't say nothing on there when I do see her on there, because she analyzing and she a girl. She analyzing. She was in school just recently. Okay, but oh, that was in that communication class. Oh, he's doing that because he's trying to project this emotion and let you know or this emotion and display this level of what, but it's really when someone does that, it's just like math, all this shit just math. Okay, but that means they're missing this and this or whatever. So you gotta just, you know what I'm saying? So be conscious and educate yourself, man. Don't be like these motherfuckers, man. Uh, and I say it, but don't be stupid, bruh. You know, motherfuckers. Adam got 4 million followers on their subscribers, which you know, truly, even though he got that many, some accounts get erased. You know, motherfucker make an account, they lose their phone, gotta make another one. So some of them subscribers aren't active subscribers, right? But he got enough subscribers on there to generate more views, right? But some reason he like to stay in this low vibration, and he bring a bunch of low vibrating people on there. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Flea market clothing type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Bright little shit, trying to trying to draw attention, displaying that they got something. But a lot of times, motherfuckers ain't got nothing. They just throwing that shit on Trump. You know how this shit go. But he bring these people on, and rather than bringing it to a high vibration, you know what I'm saying, real interviews, like if DJ Vlad switched his platform up to be like that, all those people that's working with him, because they do very insightful work and don't just try to invoke the ghetto, street politic, whatever you want to call it, element, and he try to dig deep. It bring value to them people, and it bring value. But if DJ Vlad did some shit like that, how Adam got it, just he gonna it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more quality. Now DJ Vlad might ask you some questions pertaining to your life. He gonna ask you when you was a kid, da, 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 da. Oh yeah, and you know how he know, he probably motherfuckers be knowing the questions too. Don't get it twisted, motherfuckers. Hey, what questions you gonna ask me? Cause I need to tell you what I'm not gonna answer, and don't ask me this. Boop boop boop. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not gonna answer that. I mean, shit. You ask it, I'm still not gonna answer it, bro. That's gonna be an awkward moment. So, uh, you know, now when you go into like a blog, y'all just chopping it up. But if everybody that if you go on No Jumper, if you're a guest on No Jumper, you already know you didn't watch the show. So how is that Adam fault for asking you these stupid questions? But Adam definitely a user and abuser, and I don't see how y'all niggas can think y'all friends like or anything. It's a business move, and if you ain't looking at it on that aspect and trying to like go in there and really make yourself like surpass him, then you stupid. If you trying to just be his friend, no, I'm trying to, man. But I ain't trying to. I'm trying to. You gonna get some value out of me. I'm gonna get some value out of you. Then I gotta keep it pushing, bruh. Cause I gave you what you paid for. You paid me $4,000, nigga. I gave you what you paid for, nigga. You didn't pay for me, nigga. You gave me a job. Okay, cool. But you ain't, you know what I'm saying? So and you can change your life on there. But you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know how to go on there. You gotta know what you're doing, bro. You gotta be like a living color, like this, for example, living color, uh, what SNL, all them motherfuckers, comedians, right? They went on there and got they self popping. Jim Carrey got popping on a living color. Jennifer Lopez, all the Wayans brothers. Who else? Tommy Davis Jr. All these motherfuckers, they utilize that shit, that cheap ass show, cheap ass staging, and then they utilize it and made their own entities out of there. Now time will tell, because you know what I'm saying. Maybe 5-6 years from now, King Pill still blogging, 4 extras on some other shit. And all these people doing more stuff. So time will tell, but that show was perceived to be great. Like it was perceived as greatness. These niggas is entertainers. That shit ain't real. That shit is a fake ass. That shit ain't real. Uh, and like Lush already had a persona though. Lush one had a persona. Almighty had a persona. But I think they persona took a level back. You know what I'm saying? I think is like if you like battle rap, like Lush One was looked at like he looked high all the time, but you looked at him as that was the face of battle rap on a certain level or region, like for like the little hosts. You got Smack, you had Lush One, and you got that nigga from Canada. Is these hosts, right? Then you go on there and you become uh Batman's Robin on there. You feel me? When you wasn't even on that type of perspective with people, and then you know what I'm saying? But people just they don't really get it, and people like, oh, they trying to do that to destroy the black race. Man, most motherfuckers is interested about niggas, bruh. That's what it is, because we crazy as a motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? Mexican, our culture is crazy. People don't get it because they got the better end of the stick. Uh they don't quite get though. They're like, nah, man, your people, like you, I know more people that's gonna ask me for money than I can ask for money. Motherfuckers be having grandmas with money, this and that and that and this. Most of the time in the ghetto, no matter black, white, what, you come from poor ass families, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our perspective different on that level of economics, finances, and shit like that. But so they don't understand how a nigga can punch a nigga in the mouth for $15. Nigga, you owe me this $15. You know, people don't understand those elements uh, of that aspect. Like, you did all of that because of that. They don't understand why. It's really emotional, nigga. All that shit really emotional is dealing with other elements. Most of the time, if a motherfucker got some real money in him, he tripping off no crumbs. So he gonna let it go. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you coming from nothing and you ain't been trained to have nothing, you ain't been trained to, you just do stupid shit. But it is on you to find that value within oneself, so you don't. Nobody can misvalue you. You allow people to misvalue you based upon what you're willing to accept. This ain't times where back in the day where um, you had to do this and that. No, bruh, you could simply figure it out. You could simply figure it out. If the motherfucker want to be on the internet, nigga, open up a page, start talking, whatever. And if I'm going to talk all that shit to jeopardize my life, nigga, I'm going to do it on my own platform so at least I could get the most value out of me, put my life at risk. I'm not about to put it in this motherfucking hands. This motherfucker, what? You only getting paid $800 a week? Nigga, don't gas, nigga. Nigga, gas expensive in California, nigga. You only making $600 a week from that in profit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, so those elements, I'm not, what niggas want to be famous, or you want to get, you want to, you want it all. You should want it all. That's what that's what you got to respect about the nigga. He want it all. You know what I'm saying? He want it all. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad at that. That's what that man want. He want it all. So he gonna suck it out of y'all niggas.